What's going on, guys? Area 51 here with a brand new Animal Simulator video. If you haven't hit subscribe, please give that button a little ringle dingle for me and drop all your comments in the section provided below. Also turn the notification bell on if you like to be notified of my newly made vids. Okay guys, today we are going to be talking about some area ideas that he'd like to see come into the game, and a few extra features that I'd like to see added to certain things. So firstly, talking about Pride Rock here, is first off the list. Look, it's a prominent feature that's been a part of Animal Simulator for a very long time. I'm pretty sure it was even here from the beginning. It's a really cool feature. I like it. I'd like to see it be revamped back to life and get a little bit more attention. So my idea was to cut a path into here, like the old one from the old map, and it'd lead you into a warren of caves and a network system underneath the rock where, obviously you could even make it turn around and come back under the map. I've been outside this map and underneath this, so there's a lot of space under there that could be utilised. It'd have all sorts of different types of rooms, caverns, maybe even some chests down there, training areas, some chill points, stuff like that. We don't have to worry about the XP areas anymore because that is map wide now. Also, maybe even throw a boss down there or something, I'm thinking Scorpion. That was my other idea. I'd like to see a Scorpion boss in here, which then brings me to my other idea point. I think bosses at the moment, look, they are great. They're fun and stuff like that, but they don't really defend themselves. They're pretty easy to bring down, even if you're a very low level person. If you've got a fireball, you can just sit back all day and just shoot at him. They don't defend themselves. So if we can shoot, I think bosses should be able to shoot as well. I don't know if that's a possibility, but I'd like to see these bosses, start shooting back at people and, making them think, oh, well, I can't just walk up to him and shoot from a far away and from a safe area. This boss is going to actually defend himself. He's actually going to be aggressive and he's going to fight. So I want to see that. I want a bit of a challenge, in the game, giving it a little bit more, a feeling of accomplishment, like, when I earned that skin, I actually fought. I had to battle this dude, and I want that fireball to hit hard. Maybe even have you hit for your 50% of your health. I think that would be a real eye-opener to people going, whoa, this dude hits like a freight train. So I'm thinking 50% of your health, and then by the time you can shoot again, you've healed yourself back up above 50%. And then you're not going to die within 2 shots. It'd probably be 3 if you are not weary enough to, avoid being hit by his fireball attack or his ice attack or his electrical attack. Anything. It doesn't have to be a fireball. It could be anything. But I think a boss should shoot. Could you imagine the Cerberus? He's got 3 heads, and each head has a different type of attack, or a projectile and stuff like that, so to speak, where, he could shoot ice out of one and fire out of another and electricity out of the other. The Scorpion that I suggested, he could shoot like a solid fire beam, that would come out of his stinger. And, they have a cooldown, obviously. He wouldn't use it all the time because that one's going to be doing what I recommend. It's 50% of your health. I know people are going to be up in arms. Oh, but that's too much. That's tough. I can one-shot a person. It doesn't matter if you're doing 7k damage. I come at you with my main account, you're going down. So people are used to being absolutely clapped with one shot. Why can't a boss do that? A boss is meant to be tough and scary, but, they're not. Everyone brings them to the training area and they sit there and farm off them. They're not even scared. They just run at it. I want these bosses to defend themselves. I want them to be tough. I want them to be scary. And then you could attach really special skins to them that are free, obviously, but attached to those bosses. So that way they're earned and stuff. Still have your freebies and stuff like that for all the kids that don't want to work for their rewards. They just want things handed to them on a platter. I think that's okay to an extent, but I think at the same time you need to aim for your older players, your teenagers and your adults that play Animal Simulator. They like a sense of accomplishment and a sense of, hey, look at me, look how cool I am, I can take this boss down and he doesn't even hit me with it because I'm good enough to dodge, And it's good. It also gives people something to fight that, that's not other people as well. So it would alleviate that. You know, you could have the scorpion sitting over here, and I reckon that with the new skins that could be added to the game, you could have snakes. You know, have snake skins on there, and just like the cats, you could have a whole array of different types of style snakes. You could have cobras and vipers and huge pythons and anacondas, and they could come in an all variety of colours, shapes, sizes, everything. You know, you could have a whole heap of free stuff for the kiddies and stuff, some cool things in there as well, so they've got a sense of, hey, I've got something that looks pretty cool. And then you could have your Game Pass ones, and then you'd have the other ones underneath that would be earned by fighting the scorpion, or, you know, attach it to another boss entirely. I don't really care if it's a scorpion or not. You could put any boss in there. You know, you could put my massive elephant that I put that photo up the other time. You know, he's got fleshy bones and stuff like that, and he could be huge, like a huge woolly mammoth and stuff like that, and you could have that skin one off him, you know, the actual boss skin itself. Obviously he's not going to be a giant, but he'd be fairly big. I'd like to see elephants in there. Oh god, I want my elephants, I really do. And then I want the woolly mammoths in there, they're going to look cool. My snuffleupagus, oh yeah, that'd be epic. So, but I want these bosses to fight themselves, and if there was an elephant boss, you know, he'd use his trunk, swinging it around and smashing people and things like that. You know, he's not much of a kicker because he's big. You know, he's an elephant. You know, but he could lift up his front legs and just slam people on the ground and stuff like that, and look like he'd be stepping on them and things. But not all bosses would be shooters. You know, I want that scorpion or the, you know, to have the ability to shoot back and stuff, and that's where you would attach the really good skins, you know, to the bosses that are going to be tough. And even in the cave system, you could have like little animals and stuff that would attack you, you know, like demon type panthers and things like that, and they'd have a very low drop rate, like maybe a 3% drop rate to unlock that skin. You know, like shadowy looking kitty cats that get around, like, or something inside the caves that'll attack. They won't do high amounts of damage, you know, maybe like 5% of your health or 10% of your health, but they can also, you know, shoot maybe. I reckon the ability to shoot, they need to defend themselves. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think by dropping your comments down in the section, please. But I think our bosses need to be upgraded and have the ability to shoot back. That would be really cool. You know, it wouldn't be too overpowered, but I want the damage to be high. I want that fireball or whatever it is it's going to be projectiling out at you, I want it to do it like 50% damage. It's got to hit hard. It needs to wake you up and go, wow, I just got blitzed by this dude. This dude, he is not messing around. And I think that's fair. And, you know, he's not going to be shooting it like a machine gun, bang, 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 just wiping us all. It'll be a slow thing, you know, he wouldn't do it all the time, but he'd shoot, maybe even have it shoot multiple fireballs in a shotgun pattern, you know, so that way, you know, if there's a lot of people at him being attacked, that there's a lot of fireballs cruising out of him as well. So that's my idea for Area 51. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the vid, giving you an oh yeah, and until the next vid, guys, peace out.